I'm so tired of governments experimenting on stuff that'll kill us all.
A new batch of juveniles were added to the main holiday.
Today, for the first time ever, I'm learning about the Vita Carnis. I've been way too Godzilla obsessed for the majority of the year, and as a result, we've missed some of the most disturbing content out there. It's a new chapter in our lives right now. Time to get freaking weird with it. Leave a like, subscribe to this awesome channel for making this stuff, and let's get into it. Okay, except for Pillar Chase on Roblox. This is my first ever experience with Vita Carnis. I'm pretty excited. It looks disgusting. Damn, flashing lights, gore, violence, and death. Sounds like my Friday night. No, that's horrible. That's a horrible thing to say.
Today, something has happened within the restricted zone, where a large group of cultists have been apprehended. Several teams of military personnel have arrested some high-ranking cultists and have unmasked their identities to the public. Shockingly, several of these members are well-renowned politicians and high-ranking members of multiple governments across the globe.
Many documents have been released.
That would make so much sense.
Proof of the atrocities that were being committed. Some of these crimes include murder, kidnapping, torture, ritual sacrifice, and the list goes on.
The members are found guilty of deliberately providing false information to the public in an attempt to cause harm. The New Trier Company has been found to have very significant ties with cultist activities and has been shut down. All New Trier products have been deemed hazardous for consumption.
This is so Walmart in like 15 years.
Pressure to shut down. Public unrest grows as the New Trier cold case brings more crimes that were hidden away to light.
The people are outraged by how little was actually being done. They demand that something be done to handle the Carnis species.
Riots appear in the streets as protests begin to turn aggressive.
Our leaders were plotting against us. Who we trust? What happens now?
I just know P. Diddy's behind this somehow. What the hell's even going on? Oh, that was so disturbing.
Welcome to Magister's Wonder Show. I am the Magister.
That guy touches kids.
To explore all of the world's wonders. Today, we are learning about the Circle of Life.
Oh, hell no. Wrinkly old white men.
Test report number 4. We
oh god, I'm gonna be one of those.
About the nature of the entities. There are 7 singularities in total. Each singularity is roughly 1 meter in diameter.
Don't touch
They're made
it.
of an unknown material, although it looks and feels very similar to glass. We are unable to sample it in fear of causing potential damage. The material is very dark in color, but has red shimmers of light swirling inside. There are some hints of other colors present, but is mostly dominated by the red.
Ooh.
Each entity hovers above the ground in a stationary position, although they can be moved with relative ease. Our equipment can detect some subtle pulses of energy in rhythmic but random patterns.
Oh my god, it's communicating. Or pulsing. Both equally as terrible in this situation. I don't know, I feel like pulsing would be worse, like a heartbeat.
We don't know what they are. We don't know if it is breathing or communicating. We don't even truly know if they are even organic.
Maybe just throw it away.
This is nothing new, just confirming what we already know. Our first experiments didn't give any interesting leads. The most we got was some interference with electronics, especially when there is more than one kept close together. But the experiment we conducted showed extremely significant results. The experiment played out like this. In test chamber 1,
oh god,
a live cow was released into the chamber with
why is it always a cow?
For an extended period. They were left together for 24 hours. The test showed minimal results from the entity and an increase in stress from the cow. Next, the body of a cow was put into the chamber with V1 for 24 hours. results were extraordinary.
Oh my god. Ugh. That's pretty miraculous.
5 hours after the whole body had been ingested, concentrations of Kroll rapidly grew from several points from within the chamber. What this could mean, it rewrites everything we knew about the Vita Carnis species.
Oh shit, bro.
Allow the Kroll to grow out.
Oh my god, watching decomposition just destroys my psyche.
First, a young larva hatches from within its egg. It will roam around and find food to help it grow and grow. Once they are big enough, they transform into a pupa. And after some more time, they transform into an adult beetle. The adult beetle will go out into the world in search of...
I'm so gonna make, like, my little cousins watch this.
Audio log. Progress report for Kroll samples. Cultivation has been successful.
Ooh.
So far, we grew them with 3 specific environmental factors.
So veiny.
1 is our control group, 2 with access to additional nutrition sources, and 3 with exposure to radio signals. Group 1 grew on par with standard Kroll samples. No distinct abnormalities.
Bro, just burn all
Group
this.
2 grew at a faster pace than the control group, as expected.
I'm so tired of governments experimenting on stuff that'll kill us all. Bad day to be a strawberry.
Against its normal pattern, weaving its way toward the radio. Once the device was claimed, it switched to usual growth patterns. Again, no distinct abnormalities. In conclusion, the samples that were grown in V1's test chamber don't seem to differ from others grown from other sources. Still, we will continue with more factors and further groups, just in case. There have been some developments in the propagation group. V1 samples have seemingly been able to produce nodules at a slightly quicker rate than wild samples.
Those look
Control
so
groups
gross.
show that V1 samples begin node development a few days faster. More
Little-
time will be
little
needed to
blood
say for
sacks.
sure. As for the nodes themselves, there aren't any distinct abnormalities. We've successfully hatched a dozen Carnish juveniles, several trimmings, 2 meat snakes,
Oh my
and
god.
even 1 mimic.
Freaking meat
We'll be
snake.
sending them to the enclosures after everyone's reports get sent out.
The mimic I've
And
seen,
block.
but a meat snake? Why?
And then is ground into a fine mince and is now ready for the garden.
What? This is like schizophrenia. It's simulating schizophrenia.
Audio log. Progress report for trimming colony. Significant progress in learning the social patterns of a group of trimmings we have been keeping together. A new batch of juveniles were added to the
What
main
the
colony
fuck?
at the beginning of the new progress report. They were accepted into the community immediately.
Oh my god.
No conflict or rejection observed.
They're kind of cute. That's the worst part of it.
Provide the circumstances to document more of their
I'd
interactions.
pick it up.
Trimmings communicate through a series of vocal cues. Colony members meeting the new batch with squeaks and squeals. They also are not afraid to show us when they are upset.
They're
Trimmings also
adorable,
use some
bro.
physical displays as well. For example, trimmings do a chewing or chatter motion with their mouths when they are happy or interested in something.
Horrifying.
The experiment that we performed was to
Oh my
explore
God.
the extent of their communication skills. The test went like this. We took one of the trimmings and had them in place in a modified enclosure. A speaker would play 2 separate audio cues. A positive cue would play, followed by a treat. And a negative cue, followed by a small spray of cold water.
Are they domesticating the flesh?
We did several rounds of both audio cues to condition the trimming's response.
Oh my god. They're using a microwave. They look freaking adorable. Yeah, they're fleshy and disgusting, but if that was a Pokemon, come on. Looks like someone skinned a ladybug. Which is kind of a horrifying concept. No way, bro. No way. Its little screams of torment and agony make me feel like it's gonna kill us all. Are they just torturing babies, but it's okay because they're flesh?
After the test, the trimming was released back to its colony.
Why?
And after a few hours, we tested how much the trimmings communicated.
It just told them everything,
Another
bro.
speaker was placed near the colony's enclosure, where we played the same audio cues.
I like how they gave them a little wooden stump.
It is incredible.
Some enrichment.
To see how layered their social interaction.
There's a wooden stump.
Although, we tried something a bit bizarre.
Better not have slept with one of them.
We found out that a wild colony had settled around the facility recently.
No way. Were they communicating with the tamed ones?
It was strange.
This guy's talking like he diddled one of them.
It was a long shot.
That's guilt in his voice.
We set up a radio device near the wild colony and near ours. We linked both devices up and played the cues.
There's many dangers.
So they're just
out
communicating
there.
with wild ones too?
There are many predators that would love to have beetles for a snack. And unfortunately, not all beetles make it. Yes, it is sad, but that's how the circle of life works.
It's not that sad, it's a beetle.
One of the beetles.
I have no
has
emotion
laid
for
eggs.
beetles, bro.
And once the beetle's eggs hatch, the beautiful cycle starts again.
They're like carnivorous little flesh eaters.
Continues on.
They will eat you. I had a good time. I genuinely enjoyed it. This is a very trippy freaking analog. I'd like to learn more about this creature. I'd like to know if I can beat up the mimics, basically, is what it comes down to. Basically, all it comes down to is, can I beat the damn thing in a fight? I'm pretty sure I can beat the little ones in a fight. The meat snake, however, is a total crapshoot, though. I gotta do way more freaking investigations. If you guys want to see a video where I break down the schematics, facts, and all the information regarding these creatures, if like a typical human could beat them in a fight, that'd be freaking awesome. So if you guys want to see that, leave a like on the video, subscribe to this awesome channel for making this horrifying content that will surely rot the minds of younglings. Good, it makes the youth strong. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.